Right now at 5, a multi-million-dollar investment in emergency response, the bill that could put another life-saving tool in every first responder's hands. And Journey to Madison starts now. High school football playoffs underway. Our sports team breaks down one of the big area's biggest matchups.
Watching WKBT Lacrosse, this is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ken Kozlowski. Emily is off tonight. Lawmakers behind a new Wisconsin bill say it could put life-saving devices in the hands of thousands of first responders. News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us with the details. Grace.
State lawmakers introduced legislation that would require first responders to carry medication used to treat allergic reactions. Under the bill, all first responders would be required to carry epinephrine, the drug used to treat severe allergic reactions known as anaphylaxis. It would also require them to participate in training to learn how to spot the signs of anaphylaxis and how to administer the medicine.
This is one more tool that should be in every toolbox for a first responder. If we're preparing for emergency situations, this is one of the common ones that should be part of that training.
Jock says ambulances are usually equipped with epinephrine, but they're not always the first ones to arrive.
It's critical. It's life-saving, and it really is a matter of, within a few minutes.
The bill defines first responders as conservation wardens, correctional officers, firefighters, law enforcement officers, and emergency medical personnel. According to the Wisconsin DHS, over 17,000 first responders would be eligible to receive EpiPens. Supplying each of them with 2 injectors would cost the state at least $2.6 million per year.
We're looking to identify right now because, certainly not looking to have it be an unfunded mandate. We're just making sure we find the best way to accomplish that.
So far, the bill has received support from both Democrats and Republicans. In the newsroom, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. Local healthcare workers gathering against President Trump's big, beautiful bill today. Protesters are calling on Congressman Derek Van Orden to speak out against cuts to Medicaid and SNAP benefits. They say tensions are rising in Wisconsin as hospitals have been closing more frequently.
He voted for a bill that may have had some positive impact in our country and our state, but the detriments and the things that we have lost, such as food benefits, affordable health care, are so much worse than anything that we would have received from the big, beautiful bill.
We reached out to Congressman Van Orden today. He called the claims false, saying the bill strengthens health care, protects rural hospitals, and safeguards Medicaid. Van Orden is also weighing in on President Trump's plan to import beef from Argentina. In a statement, Van Orden said in part, quote, flooding our markets with foreign beef from Argentina would undercut the hardworking men and women who put food on America's tables. It's a rare split from Van Orden, who typically aligns with President Trump. The president says buying beef from abroad will bring prices down for consumers, but the move has drawn criticism from U.S. ranchers and lawmakers from rural states. Wisconsin will not get disaster assistance to cover the cost of rebuilding after August's floods in the Milwaukee area. The Trump administration denied the state's application for FEMA assistance. Governor Evers said FEMA determined it was not warranted based on damage assessments. Officials say the floods caused $26.5 million in damages. The state will appeal the decision.
Well, we had a cold start, foggy start for some, but we had plenty of sunshine to go in the afternoon and really pleasant conditions for the end of October. And that's really what you're going to see this evening right now. Still in the 50s. Our averages should be around the mid 50s. So all in all, pretty seasonable conditions too. The good news for this evening, we're not going to see much, but there's your high temperatures overall. Even a few 60s if you go farther west in Minnesota. But overall, we were mainly in the 50s, upper 40s. You go further north because the clouds kind of lingered, or at least the fog did a little bit in the morning hours. But for this evening's Friday Night Football, you really can't beat these conditions. Clear skies, light winds, pretty seasonable. It'll be getting down to 38, but that's what we'd expect this time of year. And similar for lacrosse, if we go throughout, temperatures getting back down to the mid to upper 30s by the end of the game. Clear sky, a few clouds begin to increase, but all in all, very good conditions. Now we are tracking a system to the north and south that will impact it, so we'll kind of time out those showers that are going to be associated with it a bit later in the broadcast, and then show you also what's going on for next week.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Solar on La Crosse Schools celebrated its final and largest solar project today. The grassroots group held an assembly at Southern Bluffs Elementary to celebrate a new 149 kilowatt solar array on the building. Since 2020, Sols has been working to make solar a reality for the school district of La Crosse. Officials say it can double as a great learning opportunity for students.
Well, our world is changing. we're all affected by climate change, and we're affected by changing investments in the world. And so we need to know about alternative energy sources, and we need to know that our community is committed to making a difference for climate change.
Souls has helped raise funds for 6 projects totaling over $900,000, including rooftop solar arrays on 4 district schools. Today is the last summer farmers market of the season. Hours are 3:30 to 6:30. It's at City Hall after it was moved from Burns Park due to safety concerns back in September. Vendors say the last outdoor day is always bittersweet.
We love our market season, connecting with customers and fellow vendors all through the summer season, but also look forward to winter where things slow down to a degree.
And things will pick up. The winter market will start on November 1st from the Masonic Center. La Crosse JCs are kicking off their Toys for Tots program. The tradition has been a holiday staple in the city since 1935. You can donate new unwrapped toys for kids 12 and under, and they'll be given to kids who otherwise may not receive any.
Like, no matter how unfortunate you are, the cards or the dice you roll are rolled in life, you should still be able to have a happy Christmas.
Donations will be collected through December 6th. News 8 Now has a collection barrel right in our lobby. You can make donations Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the postseason is here for Wisconsin high school football. 13 area teams hosting a Level 1 game tonight. News 8 Now's Cade Overton joins us from Onalaska, where the Hilltoppers start their journey to Madison. Cade.
Yeah, Ken, playoff football, it doesn't get much better than this. As you said, here at Onalaska, the Hilltoppers secured a 2 seed in the Division III tournament. They'll host Menominee, who's a 7 seed, in just a little bit. The Hilltoppers, they've been on a roll down the stretch of the season, currently riding a 5-game win streak, including a big win over La Crosse Central last week. And we'll see if they can keep that going into the postseason and as they try to advance to Level 2. You can hear from head coach Tom Yashinsky coming up at 6 o'clock for a live pregame interview. And as you said, we've got 13 total home area playoff games, and we'll be at all of them. From as far south as Prairie du Chien up to Pepin Alma, it's going to be a loaded Friday night frenzy, so be sure to tune in. I can't wait. As I said, this is the best time of the season, and just as we get further and further along, the games just get that much more intense. All right, Ken, back to you.
Thanks, Cade. Still to come tonight, trade talks with Canada terminated. The ad that sparked the decision. Plus, changes coming to Social Security. How your checks will be affected.
Monday, starting at 5 a.m., who's paying the most for groceries in Wisconsin? Plus, stopping domestic violence, the warning signs, and where to get help. And Art has a look at your week ahead, weather-wise, when we see you at 5 a.m.
Carl's grand opening celebration continues, and so do the savings. Here in our Brainerd store, you can register to win all kinds of great prizes. At all Carl's locations, you can take advantage of celebration prices and exclusive in-store specials. You get free installation on select dishwashers, Serta mattresses, TVs, and grills are on sale. Carl's grand opening and grand savings continue now at all of our Carl's locations. Stop in and see us.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
At the University of Wisconsin-Madison, we believe in working together to address real-world challenges. That's why we're proud to help farmers cultivate healthy food and landowners preserve and maintain forest land. We're proud to educate the next generation of teachers and drive groundbreaking medical research. Together, we make an impact that rings loud and clear. One Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all Silverado 1500 models. Visit hometowncHevy.com.
Are you shocked by letters like these? Let's say your Medicare plan is no longer accepted at your provider, or your Medicare plan is being canceled.
You started thinking, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? It was too confusing.
I think the fear is that you think you're older and who's going to take you? You know, what's out there, what's available. We came to Strive Medicare and everything was taken care of.
Felt like
Really?
yeah, we didn't have to worry about it.
And it's cheaper even.
Call Strive Medicare today. We're here to help every step of the way.
Get an 11% rebate on everything for your vehicle now at Menards. Good maintenance equals longer vehicle life, and Menards carries automotive products from trusted brands to help keep your vehicle on the road. Stay safe in wet weather with Rain-X Vision Beam wiper blades. They're easy to install and are designed to provide a smooth, streak-free wipe every time. Now just $9.99 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
In Virginia, New York Attorney General Letitia James pleading not guilty to federal fraud charges.
This is about all of us and about a justice system which has been weaponized. A justice system which has been used as a tool of revenge.
James is accused of lying about a mortgage she signed in 2020. James is a longtime critic of President Trump. He publicly urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to target her weeks before she was indicted. Trade trouble between the U.S. and Canada. It's all over an ad featuring the late Ronald Reagan. CBS's Natalie Brand is at the White House.
Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney is sending a message the door is open to future trade negotiations less than 24 hours after President Trump said on social media he's terminating talks.
We stand ready to pick up on that progress and build on that progress when the Americans are ready to have those discussions.
President Trump's pause is a result of this anti-tariff ad paid for by the province of Ontario.
The way to prosperity for all nations is rejecting protectionist legislation and promoting fair and free competition. America's jobs and growth are at stake.
In a statement Friday, the White House said the ad campaign misleadingly edited President Reagan's 1987 radio address about trade and is the latest example of how Canadian officials would, quote, rather play games than engage with the administration.
I think the frustration has built up over time. I've been involved in some of these negotiations, and the Canadians have been very difficult to negotiate with.
Both leaders are heading to Asia for key economic summits, where President Trump is also planning on meeting with Chinese President Xi amid ongoing trade tensions between the world's two largest economies.
We have some big issues, like with the farmers and various other things.
President Trump threatened an additional 100% tariff on goods from China in response to Chinese export controls on rare earth minerals, setting a deadline of November 1st. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The inflation rate hit 3% in September. So what are you paying more for? The Labor Department says gas is up 4.1% and grocery prices rose 0.3%, and they're 2.7% higher than a year ago. Social Security benefits are going up in 2026, but not that much. Folks will get 2.8% more per month. That comes out to an extra $56 per check. The annual adjustment is based on inflation. Southwest Airlines is offering free Wi-Fi to some of its passengers. It's for Rapid Reward members. T-Mobile is providing the service. Officials say it'll be available from takeoff to landing. It comes while the airline is making other major changes, including new fare tiers, new bag fees, and assigned seating. We will have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do have showers for the weekend, but the good news, it's not the entire weekend. In fact, just a small portion of it. So we'll break that down and then show you what the temps look like all the way through next week. Coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
It's time to celebrate during Oktoberfest at Home Furniture. Fall into savings of up to 10% off sale prices throughout the showroom. This dining set is now $7.59. Plus, right now, get 3-year special financing. Hurry in. The Oktoberfest sale at Home Furniture ends Saturday.
To everyone who believes in Midwest magic, you'll always find it here at Culver's. Not that kind of magic.
Midwest magic turns fresh, never frozen beef into a juicy butter burger.
And transforms farm fresh dairy into the creamiest custard you've ever had. Ta-da!
But it's not just what we serve, it's how we serve it.
With a warm welcome and a little extra love.
Love. Love in every bite.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah!
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Put your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill, and it works differently.
I got rapid relief at 2 weeks with Rinvoq. Check.
It helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
And I got lasting steroid-free remission. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
'Tis the season to sparkle at Home Seasonal Concepts. Now enjoy 50% off the festive selection of trees, wreaths, garland, and all your enchanting holiday decor needs. Embrace the magic of the season. Shop holiday at Home Seasonal Concepts inside all home furniture showrooms.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The 121st Fall Classic starts tonight. The Dodgers will look to defend their World Series crown against the Toronto Blue Jays to become the first back-to-back champs in 25 years. Meanwhile, Toronto looking to secure their first championship since 1993.
The city, the fans, the country has been kind of, they wanted this for a long time. So for us to be here, it's an absolute honor.
We got really good players. They got really good players. So the great thing about baseball is anything can happen. This is it's going to be a great series.
One storyline to follow tonight, Blue Jays star Bo Bichette is expected to return to the lineup for the first time in 7 weeks. Of course, it's unfortunate the Brewers aren't in the World Series. Was really hoping for that one this year. I know Greg was as well. But in the meantime, we got Friday Night Football tonight. Let's see what kickoff forecasts are in store. Greg.
Yeah, it's interesting. 93 was the Blue Jays. You know who was on that team for the Brewers? Paul Molitor. And I think Joe Carter hit the home run that ended the series, too. So that was the first year that Paul Molitor went to the Blue Jays. So just a tidbit information, too, with the Brewers on that one. Overall, yeah, our temperatures overall, if you look at the track right now, this is what the average is from the beginning of September all the way to November, meteorological fall. That's what we call it. We're right now down into the 50s. You can see today, so it just continues to fall and fall. By the time another week and a half, we're going to be mainly looking at highs averaging in the upper 40s. So the good news is we're going to stay right around this probably for the next 7 to 8 days, maybe fluctuate a little bit up and down. But for the most part, we're not going to stray too much above or below average all the way probably through Halloween as of right now based on the pattern. Here's the lows overnight. Pretty much the season is done with. We had actually some temperatures in the upper teens. A few areas stayed a little bit warmer because of the fog along the river, and that did help to keep the surface temperatures a little bit warmer. But all in all, everyone was well below freezing, so pretty much the growing season is done. We won't see any of those frost or freeze stuff until next spring. Temperatures for tonight are going to be a little bit milder because the cloud's going to start increasing. We have a little bit of disturbance that's going to come through and some showers late in the night. So these low temps are likely going to be probably right after midnight, and then they may start slowly rising, and obviously further east to go, later the clouds are going to get there. So those areas like Thomas Sparta, they could still get close to freezing. So if we kind of look at the temperatures tomorrow, cloud cover and precipitation in the morning keeps these temperatures maybe a little bit cooler than we had today, not too much. A little bit maybe sun in the afternoon for some areas, but all in all, a lot of clouds. 54, so overall temperatures are still fine. They're not looking to be too bad. Going into Sunday, the low is going to drop back, the highs. We're going to have clouds in the morning, but a lot of sun in the afternoon. That's the good news about the second half of the weekend. We should be able to top 60 or even the low 60s in a lot of areas, so above average. An excellent day, too. A little bit of a southeast wind, but all in all, a great day to get out there and look at the colors because we're going to be peaking and pretty much getting past peak here fairly soon. Monday, we're going to have clouds a little bit, but the good news with that system next week it's really starting to fall apart and split. When it splits, that means we're not going to see much in the way of precipitation. So going forward, it's not going to be looking too bad. So there's a system we're tracking. Here's the front. It's a little bit of disturbance. You can see a little circulation near Grand Forks. That's the one that's heading this way. That system to the south you see down there is going to lift north. It's going to stay to our south, but it will have some influences in our weather. As we go throughout the evening, you can see cloud cover increases. Precipitation won't be an impact until we get well past midnight. You can see it start to push towards the Twin Cities. Eventually it'll come through. We'll see some showers probably after 2, very light showers. So we're going to talk about precipitation amounts, very light. You can see even at 5 a.m. very widely scattered, but that threat exists probably until about noon. For La Crosse, probably between about 7 to about noon is probably a good opportunity to see some of this light precipitation. But once again, you may need the umbrella, but you're not going to need much more than that with this activity. Toward the afternoon, we should see some breaks in the cloud cover. Otherwise, we're going to see good conditions for Sunday, and as I mentioned, those precipitation chances next week are pretty much vanished because of that system splitting and heading south. And my favorite holiday is coming up, and it's still looking pretty good at 53 and dry conditions, which is about where you'd like it to. So I've spent many of times trick-or-treating when I was young, and it was raining on Halloween. So it's going to be a great Halloween, hopefully. So
excellent for the kids these days.
No, for the adults too.
And for the adults as well. Thank you, Greg. Still to come tonight, Nike is apparently changing the shoe game. A first of its kind battery-powered shoe. After this.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
I lost my son to an accidental drug overdose. This is why we created the George Ford Recovery Foundation, to champion drug use awareness, funding, and solutions so we don't lose any more kids. You know, there's an effective, simple solution. Narcan kits help save lives in seconds. They're required in schools in many states, but sadly, not in Wisconsin. To save a child's life, please sign a petition at narcanforschools.com.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0% APR with a total value of over $5,800 on this Sierra 1500 model.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
We see you out there, making your own kind of magic.
Oh my goodness!
From the unique gifts you give to the one-of-a-kind ways you celebrate. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you put your plans into action with great prices on top brands, so you can give the best presents without breaking the bank.
It's Mom!
And bring a little more joy to your world.
He's so cute.
Best Christmas ever?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, thanks to Nike, you may soon be able to run faster and farther. The brand is testing a first-of-its-kind robotics-powered shoe. A lightweight motor and rechargeable battery will allow everyday athletes to increase their running and walking speeds with less effort. Officials have described it as having a second set of calf muscles. It's still in early testing stages, so it's unclear when it could hit store shelves. Just one step closer to rocket boots. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
A big part of my job is building relationships with people, and being the team you can trust means being here for you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
As I started growing out my natural hair color, I noticed my moderate to severe lines. I booked a Botox cosmetic consultation to temporarily make my frown, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better. What was important to me was that I still look like me, just with fewer lines. And I'm confident about my results.
Botox cosmetic effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox cosmetic if you have skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow, eyelid drooping or swelling. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
I'm the one and only Delphina, and I got treated with the one and only Botox cosmetic.
Find a licensed Botox cosmetic specialist at BotoxCosmetic.com.
October is Pitbull Awareness Month. To celebrate these wiggle butt cuddle bugs, Cooley Region Humane Society is waiving all adoption fees on pitties. Brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Get big savings at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Weatherize your home with DAP all-purpose caulking, just $177. All-season windshield washer fluid is only $2.29 a gallon. 2 and 1/2 hour fire logs are just $4.44. A big jug of extra laundry detergent is only $7.99. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. In unpredictable conditions, pack layers, both for your body and your beer. Bush. And for the mountains.
A big part of my job is building relationships with people. And being the team you can trust means being here for you.
Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
All right, tonight not as cold. We'll have showers move in, but it'll be more like at 3 a.m. So the evening will be fine. That's the good news. Tomorrow we'll have showers in the morning, but overall seasonable conditions and the light rain. It shouldn't impact too much activities. You may need the umbrella briefly in the morning, but otherwise Sunday looks great. And for right now, all the chances of rain that we had next week pretty much have vanished because that system's going south. So pretty quiet next week for right now.
Yeah, looking really clear. Yep. All right. Thanks very much, Greg. And thank you all for joining us at 5. We'll be right back here at 6.